Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Hope you all are well. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend, safe weekend. Tonight's discussion is going to be about the missing boys out of Cal City. We haven't had much information lately of any ongoing developments with a receipt of factual information. Nothing has come from the police, FBI. But I decided to come on and chop it up with you guys for a little while to discuss what is actually going on, not going on, 4 months in and a couple of days to the date. It's pretty atrocious that no one has any valid information pertaining to the children. As I have stated in the past, law enforcement knows something, I'm sure. They just have not shared it with the general public. And I just wanted to talk about, where is Jacqueline and Trezell West? Where are they? Where are they staying? Where do they live? Why do we not see them out and about? And one of my mods has something that she wanted to discuss. I didn't put it in the title, but it will be discussed during this live. Crystal Moore has something she wants to discuss with the chat and the general public pertaining to Sherry Vasquez and the hype of who she is or who she is not. It was something that was on her mind. I was questioning some things too. So right now she's doing a little backlogging of videos, and then she will join us to give her commentary pertaining to her questions and concerns pertaining to the woman who has been alleged to be Jacqueline West's mother. It is a very strange scenario. Children being gone this many months. No information from law enforcement to tell us yay or nay, alive or deceased, bartered, sold, passed on, readopted, given away, human trafficking, and all the other scenarios that have crossed many people's minds pertaining to where you all think the children could be. Usually when you have a case going month for month and no sightings, no legitimate sightings and or valid information, one would have to think that possibly the children are no longer living. Now, naturally, some of you want to remain positive and hoping and praying that the children are alive, and it would be nice to know that they are alive. But once again, if they are alive, why are they not in the custody of the people who allegedly adopted them? And that's also a question too. Are they legally adopted by these two people? Because it seems like everything that was told to us, some of you who brought forth information, wherever you've gotten it from, it has been said, speculated that they're not actually adopted. The couple's not actually married. So that was always a question. If these two were married, how did they get the children? They didn't seem to have viable income. So were they working at one time when they got the kids? Just a whole lot of questions pertaining to the validity of this couple's identity, the validity of their marriage, the validity of the children actually being adopted by Trezell and Jacqueline West. So where are these people? Why don't we see them out? Why don't we hear anything? Where are you all? Where are you staying, Jackie and Trezell? Where do you live? What was said in court about your children? You regaining custody of your other 4 children. Will you be able to get those kids back? A lot of questions. Crystal will be joining us, but she has something she wants to discuss with the chat that has not been discussed on my channel, because I never weighed in on the validity of this Sherry Vasquez person. But we were chopping it up before I went live, and we want to go ahead and let this commentary come on out. This is her opinion. I'm also on board with Crystal's opinion, because that's my ace. That's my ace in the hole right there. And we're going to chop it up. So, hey, Melissa, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Hello, Wesley. Thank you. Hello, James Canton. Thank you. Thank you, Air Force. Yes, Notorious. So many questions, so few answers. This is true. It's just, it's baffling. not knowing anything, not hearing anything, not knowing anything. As I state, you all have heard from other um, social media venues of sightings of the children and this and that, different things. But all in all, nothing has come forward from law enforcement that the children have been found alive or deceased. And you don't hear anything about the parents. So where the hell are they? Where are they? A lot of junk was going on weeks ago about the parents of Mr. West, Trezell West, T. West. If they were still living in the house, if they left, I don't know where those people are, what they're doing, not doing, Miss Wanda and her spouse and children or whatever. But these are some very odd people, or they appear to be odd. Let me say that. Maybe to somebody else, they're joyful people to be around. But we as outsiders probably don't have that same opinion. Thank you all for joining me. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone had a safe weekend, prosperous weekend. And I hope you have a safe week going to work this week. God bless all of you. Thank the mods who joined us. Hello, Linda. How are you doing? Thank you all so much. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to where you think these two are, where you think the case is 4 months in. I meant to put that in the title too, 4 months later, because it is 4 months later. I'll write the title after I end the live. But it's 4 months in. We don't have anything valid pertaining really to anything pertaining to this case. And it's just sad. Very, very sad. But no one has come out to say that. Weird to me. But no one has come out to say that. What do you mean, Melissa? They need to be detained and force the truth out of them. I'm convinced the adopted parents had a hand in their disappearance. Yes, many of us do believe that T and J are responsible for the disappearance of the children. However, they got gone, be it by their hands, maliciously, with harm, given away, sold, whatever, bartered. They're behind the disappearance. I do believe that. Now, as I state, anything could have happened. I'm just going by how it looks. And as I state, I go back to the beginning of the story. In the beginning of the story, I'm watching these two people who look suspect to me, act suspect to me. But I have also known stories that I've covered where the parents acted peculiar. They were messy. They kept up a lot of drama with social media, Facebook, and they have never been arrested in the disappearance of their children. So one could say, well, they didn't speak, they didn't talk. They must be guilty. That did happen in the case of the little white girl that went missing last year in South Carolina. I covered that story. I was a little bit perturbed that her parents would not speak to the news or police or anybody in the beginning. The news, they didn't give a public statement, which I thought was suspect. I thought, why are these people not talking about their baby missing? I mean, you let the little girl play outside, you go back out, hour later, she's gone, and now you're reporting her missing. You won't even say anything. So I thought that was suspect, but lo and behold, they find the culprit right there in the same vicinity apartment complex. Young guy, obviously lured the little girl into his townhouse or whatever, and he assaulted her, killed her, and dumped her behind the apartment complex in the wooded area. So you see, you can misjudge a person's actions and demeanor because they don't speak to the news. They don't give public statements, or they stop giving public statements to the news and or police. You naturally say, oh, they must be guilty because they're not talking to the news, or they stop talking to the news and the police. But in this case, as you see, the parents had nothing to do with the disappearance and murder of their little girl. They just decided not to publicly come forward and talk about the child being missing. So you can misjudge a person's demeanor, behavior, posture. So are we wrong about these two? That is the question tonight. Where are they? Where are the West husband and wife duo team? Where do they live? What are they doing for income? Will they get their children back? Hell, do they want their children back? That's probably a more efficient question to ask. Do they even want their children back? Do they deserve to have their children back? We can go on and on all night long. Thanks for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App and or Super Chats are also welcome during the live. Any amount is welcome. God bless all of you and thank you for your support. Hey, Seven of Life, how you doing? This case widens and deepens just like the black hole in space. It just keeps getting deeper and wider. Yes, it's getting what is sick at this point, Air Force One, because you're not hearing anything. And there's been so much speculations lately, with who's related to whom, and that's going to be one of the topics that's going to be discussed in this live. I'm just waiting on the mod to pop up to bring forth the said information. And I'm going to let her roll with it because I'm curious about this situation that everybody's been talking about on the YT pertaining to Jacqueline's mother too. So this will be an open chat. Feel free to mention anything pertaining to the case, where you think these two are, where you think they are living, what you think they're doing for a living. Do you think they'll get their children back? Do you think they deserve their children back? Do you think they're involved in the disappearance of their children? Do you think they harmed their children? Do you think others are involved? Whatever you want to bring up in this, all the commentary is welcome, so long as you're respectful to the hosts, the mods, and the chat. You're welcome to speak. Please do not use any profanity during the live, on the panel, and in the chat. Thanks a lot. The West looks suspect with their speech, but what if they were scared? What if they were threatened? Real deal, where you been? Hey, Darren, how you doing? Thank you, honey. Thanks a lot. Not enough facts, too much hearsay. Yes, small fries. That has been the basically the mantra for the case. A lot of hearsay, gossip, innuendos, assumptions, but that is what we do as humans. We assume things, and then sometimes people just blatantly pass lies about a story. People do it all the time. You don't know what to believe. You don't know where it came from, who started it. You just pass it along because somebody told you. As I stated, I do not know what happened to these children. I don't know who has the children, if they're indeed alive. I have no idea. And it would be nice to finally get an ending to this story, because there's so many missing children in America. There's so many missing adults in America. And it's sad that these children have now been added to the roster of missing children. I mean, they are people too. They're little people, but they deserve a voice like so many others. And it's just sad that there's nothing. And that's what I think scares me the most, is that law enforcement hasn't brought forth any new information. So that leads me to think that maybe they don't have anything. If they do, they are hush hush or whatever they do have. If they do have something. Just a tragic situation. Very tragic. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to where you think Jacqueline and Trezell West are residing, living, what you think they're doing, why we haven't seen them, heard from them. Which naturally somebody would say, well, why would they be talking to us? Well, that's true. That is so true. Who are we for them to be talking to anyway? They've been recluses and living their own life and doing what they want. So, really without a care in the world. Hello. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. If you want to discuss something pertaining to where you think these two are. Where do you think they stand in this investigation? This is an open chat tonight. All commentaries welcome. Thank you. How you doing, Ellie? How you doing? Hey, Brianna. Maybe the family hired an organization to hide these kids. It happened with 2 white teen girls in Minnesota. Why would they have an organization to hide their children? Why would they do that? What do you mean it's not working? Oh, thank you, sweetheart, for the super chat. God bless you. Thank you so much, baby. Oh, hold on a minute, sweetie. Let me navigate. Ooh, mercy. So here we go. don't know why. I didn't put something in here. Let me start again. Okay. Just a second, you guys. Oh. Thank you, Crystal, for joining us. Thank you so kindly. Well, it's the same one that I had. I don't know what's going on. Let's try it again. Try that, dear. See if it works. They've been defensive since day one. How they got the boy to backlash, in my opinion, and with no updated pics of the boys at all points to give. Well, you know, I was on Doug's live last night for those of you who do follow. No thanks. Some of you may not. And I was on the panel last night, and that was something brought up about, I can't even think of what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. Yes, everything's about illusion, I guess. What one person thinks they look like maybe don't appear like that to somebody else. I don't know. Maybe they are just in Mexico. If she has family there, it's like, why are they hiding if they're supposed to be telling the truth? I think all lies and both families are in it and know the truth. Okay. Okay. Like, why are they? Turn your background down, baby.
Oh. Can you hear me? Is that good?
Yeah, I just need you to turn off anything that you were playing. Oh, how are you, dear? Hello?
How about, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you find what you were looking for?
No.
You could not find it? Well, you still want to discuss that situation?
We can, yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you address the title of my video, and then we'll go into that other scenario. Where do you think they are, Jacqueline and Trezell West?
Hard to say. Hard to say. In Bakersfield hiding out?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I don't know, but they're keeping cover. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping cover. I don't see how. It's just odd to me. Nobody has said anything about where they are, or oh, we see them here, or we see them there, or I mean nothing. Like they just disappeared on the face of the earth.
Thank you, Darren. Yes, Melissa. Whatever you send it, $ begins you 129. I will get it, honey. Thank you. So you think they are in Bakersfield or Cal City? Where do you think they are, ma'am?
I think they're in Bakersfield.
Where do you think they're staying?
Oh, probably a hotel.
Well, you know, a hotel is very expensive.
Hold on. There we go. Probably I don't know. It's hard to say because I think if they were in a hotel, it seems like somebody would have seen them.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. I hit the volume button by mistake. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
What did you say? Where do you think they're staying?
Well, I think they're in Bakersfield. I don't know if they're in a hotel.
Just start to inhale. Okay, just start. Good God of mercy. but a hotel is expensive. Come on, let's be truthful now. 4 months in, nobody has money like that to spend.
Yeah, and
Make sure
somebody
they
would
week for week,
definitely would have seen them. I think.
and
I
then their
just find it.
income, is depleted because most of their income seems to be generated from having the children in their possession from foster care.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true too. So I just I don't know.
Hmm. Why do you think they haven't been seen?
I don't know. It's odd. It's like they just fell
Fell
off
off
the
the face
face
of
of
the
the
earth?
earth. Shoot,
Ah,
the
you
devil
should be so
spawn. I don't
happy.
know.
Yes, 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 yes. Do you think they'll get their children back?
No,
Hmm.
I don't think that.
Because we
Um,
discussed that in one of the other lives. Why his mother didn't get the children? That says a lot. Why the children weren't placed with his mother or Jacqueline's mother that we know of. We haven't had knowledge that the children were placed with either grandparents or bio family,
mhm.
West or Jackie bio family.
Yes, I think that that speaks volumes by
Yes, it speaks a whole
itself.
lot. Yes, it does.
Even if it wasn't, even if they weren't placed with the grandparents, could have been
Okay, Ellie.
uncle, auntie, something, nothing.
Hmm. Well, there are a lot of people in the chat saying different things. One person, Nancy, saying something about Washington. Ellie talking about tweaking and tweakers will talk. They can't hide forever. Yeah, but by now somebody would have talked. Gone, just like the kids. Yes, Chris. Very true. Just like the kids. Poof, voila, magic.
Mhm.
So what do you think they're doing for income? Let's talk about that. Do you think they have jobs? Will somebody hire them knowing this
I don't think so
hanging over
because
their head?
to me, I think that if they did,
Hmm.
one of the employees would come out and say, "Oh, that ain't that so and so." You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I think.
Because they don't have a dog in the race like these other people that's aiding them and pretending and acting like they're scared to talk or
Mhm.
covering for them, rather. Hmm.
Yes. I just find it very odd. I
Yes,
don't
it's
know.
thought
It
they're in a safe house. You think they're in a safe house? JB, they say they're allowed to leave. The police made that clear. Cal City police said they could roam freely. Chief Walker said that a while back. They didn't have any restrictions on Jacqueline or Trezell West.
a safe house.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what just start me talking about. Lord have mercy. I don't know where she getting that from. Living off money they sold the kids for. Okay, that's
Mm.
fine.
Hmm.
Hello, Diane. How you doing? Thank you all for joining me. Hit the like button, share, please. So where do you think the children are, Crystal Moore?
And they're deceased somewhere.
You think they're buried, as Air Force One once said a couple weeks ago?
I do. I
Okay, where do you
do.
think they're buried?
Whew. To be honest,
Hmm.
I think in Bakersfield somewhere.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think in Bakersfield somewhere. I don't think
Do you think
somewhere.
they got killed before the family moved to Cal City?
I do.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I do. I
So
do.
that's an interesting concept. One we've already pondered over so many times that the children never made it. So these two got rid of the children. Who got rid of them? Father or mother?
I think both of them.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think both of them.
Okay. Ellie says she thinks that or he family's helping them out with money.
That's okay. Possible. Mm-hmm.
Still expensive though to feed two people.
Mm-hmm.
And Clark says both. Air Force says both. So I got three of you saying both. Well, if you're a witness to a crime and are part of a crime, they gave up info and now are in a safe house due to the fact of retaliation. Safe house. A witness to a crime. What do you mean, just start? So what are you saying? They witnessed something happen to the children and they're in a safe house by whom? The FBI? Whom are you speaking of? That's why you should hit the link. You all type a lot. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's what the panel is for. It's for you to get up and give your opinion. Hit the link. Give your opinion. That's why
Yeah,
it's here.
reading it, you take it the wrong way
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
not understanding.
and I've explained this to y'all 1,000 times. You come in the panel, you just type. Why don't you hit the link?
Hmm.
And you can explain yourself more thoroughly. So that way we don't misconstrue your point.
Yeah, because I don't think they're in. I don't think they're in any type of.
I Miss Mildred. I don't know who murdered the children, but the children has been gone a long time. Yes, okay. I dropped the link, just star.
Let me drop it again.
Thank you, baby.
Hmm.
Thank you all for joining me. And please use the same name that you are using here in the chat, because I will not know who you are if you don't use the same name, username. Thank you. Crystal,
Yes.
is there something you'd like to discuss with the chat?
Yes. So I would like to be.
The way you said, are you going to be handing out candy the way you said that? Yes. Ah, Lord. Come on with it, Queen. Come on with it.
So my thing is this car
Mm-hmm.
with the eyelashes that was seen at the Aspen House
Mm-hmm.
and at the Casaloma Apartments,
Mm-hmm.
that is registered to a Sherry Vasquez.
Okay.
I just it that just it's just been sticking in my head for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't seem
Mm-hmm.
it's odd. It's odd. And
Okay.
for that lady to say she never owned anything,
Mm-hmm.
she never owned a car like that,
Yeah.
but it has her name on it on the
Mm-hmm.
it has her name on that car. So how is it not her car? I
Okay.
just
So drop drop the timeline of when you first saw the video. Another creator showed video of it on their channel. So lay it all out, uh,
okay.
play by play,
Okay.
for
So in
for
the
you to form,
begin
for you to form your opinion. Thank you.
okay. So in the beginning when everything started, okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's filming whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then there was there was a an SUV, well, suburban like type of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that was there, but then there was also a PT Cruiser
Where
as
was it at? Give the
well.
location.
The location was at the Aspen House in Cal City.
In the beginning, the first week when this started, the
Yeah, the
investigation.
first, second
Okay.
week. Yes.
Okay.
And I tried to look up to try to find the video so I could bring it to the chat so I could bring my receipts, but
Okay. Okay.
um I, I, I couldn't find it. But
Okay.
well there's a lot of videos. Anyway, um so this
Hello,
particular
just star. Am I
Well,
saying that
hello
right?
there.
Just star.
Hey, peace and blessings.
Hi, hi. Just wait 1 second, just star. Let Crystal finish saying what she's saying, okay, baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you wait?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Okay, so this PT Cruiser was also seen at the Casaloma Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, and then someone did
Okay.
a ma- a check on it, an investigation, whatnot. Ran
Okay.
the
Okay.
license plate number, was able to obtain the VIN number, and
Okay.
the VIN number showed this Sherry
Mm-hmm.
Vasquez and another gentleman that
Mm-hmm.
owned this car.
Okay.
So
So
my
both of their
thing,
names were on what, the title of the car?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So for this woman to say that she didn't own that, she never owned a car like that. Well, that's a red flag to me because her name is on there.
Oh,
Hey, let's be clear. a Sherry Vasquez name is on the car, because some people are saying that this is not the same lady. So
Yeah.
you're saying a Sherry Vasquez.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
There's a Sherry Vasquez. Yes, that is the owner of this car. So
Car that was
Okay.
first seen at the Aspen Avenue home in the
yes,
beginning when the
yes,
Mhm.
investigation started.
and then
Mhm.
seen at the
Okay.
Casa Loma apartments, and there was also a
Mm-hmm.
neighbor that's at the Casa Loma apartments that said
Mm-hmm.
that that was her neighbor's
Okay.
car.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
After that, the neighbor said the
that
neighbor contacted somebody on social media to say that's her car and this is where she lives, correct?
yes, and they went over there
In
and
Casa
did
Loma.
an yes, and did another video, and yes,
Yes,
you see that car there.
over there. Okay. Okay.
The same one.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's just
Okay. So
it's
so so
annoying.
lay it out. Yeah, you gotta finish it up. So some people go to the said house where the neighbor
Yeah.
said the lady owns the car.
Yes. And it yes, and
And
some other
that is
individuals went to this the Casa Loma apartment and were told,
mm-hmm,
"Hey, the lady that owns that car lives right there."
mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
these people go to that apartment
Mm-hmm.
and are filming or whatever you want to call it. And the lady, her name is
Sure.
Sherry Vasquez.
Okay. So this lady was interviewed by these people a few times. A lot of stuff
Yep.
has jumped off after the fact of harassment, different things. I'm not gonna get into all that.
Mhm.
But the point you're trying to make about this video that was first brought to our attention on YouTube is that
Mhm.
you believe that lady that they
Mhm.
interviewed, the lady who was also on No Thanks show the other night, you do
Mhm.
believe that is whom?
Sherry Vasquez.
Sherry
Yeah.
Vasquez, whom though?
Jacqueline's
I mean,
mother.
whom? Whom is
That's
she? Thank you.
Jacqueline's mother.
Okay, and you wanted to tell me this, and you want everybody to know this because this has been on your mind.
Yeah, it has.
Okay,
It's
okay,
just it's been eating at me. I don't know why
okay,
it's just been eating at me.
okay. That's fine.
hmm
That's fine.
And I
Okay,
just I
just
just
start.
feel there's some people that are trying to say, "Oh no, that's not her," but it doesn't make sense to me. It just
Okay,
there's
how it all
something not
started
right.
out. How that it was at the house. That's really the point that you're trying to make. Is that why would that car be at the Aspen home in the beginning, and then someone saw it obviously from watching YouTube, and then
Mhm.
call a YouTuber to say, "Hey, that's my neighbor's car," and then those
Mhm.
people followed suit and went to the
Mhm.
said property and
Mhm.
gave and that same person gave a location of her apartment number
Mhm.
allegedly, and
Yep.
then this lady happens to voila open the door who owns the car, but yet after the fact she's saying she doesn't know Jacqueline, not her
Mhm.
mom, and also did she
Mhm.
ever own that was her car?
No, she said no. She's never owned that car before. That's the thing. She said she
So
never
why would
owned
a
the car.
neighbor? So why would a neighbor say that?
Right. But also
So I
even
wonder
that,
why would a neighbor call somebody to even say that?
yeah, and the
Mm-hmm.
neighbor said it. She said it, and it's on video. She said, "Yeah, that's my neighbor's
Right.
car."
Yeah.
So, and then the
So
VIN
was
number
it
is
a
not
woman
gonna
or a man that
lie.
said that?
The huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
The VIN number is
Well,
not gonna
who was this? A man or woman? Because I never watched much of the content. I'm
man.
saying, who's the person that said that's my neighbor? It was a
Oh, it's a
man.
woman.
Okay.
Woman. It was a woman.
A
It
woman.
was a
Okay.
different
Okay.
woman that was videotaped on
Okay.
another
Well, there's a
medium that
Sherry Vasquez Medina in the chat. She says, "Hey, I am her." Mm,
Will
I
come
don't
up.
know. What do you have to say, Justar?
Oh, okay. All I was saying was that a safe house, meaning that when you uh, um, witness a crime, if you're a part of a crime,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have
Mm-hmm.
prevalent information, like if it's the cartel or
Mm-hmm.
if it's any type of uh,
Mm-hmm.
organization or criminal organization like that.
Yes.
So I was thinking that
Okay.
if they gave that information up and said, okay, well, we
Mm-hmm.
know what happened to the children, but if we tell you our lives are in danger, our children are in danger, so therefore we can't
Mm-hmm.
say anything. Well, they put them in a safe house, they get the information, they
Okay.
put everything together,
Okay.
and they go ahead and start making arrests.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
when the boys will be
So you think
um,
so?
presented back
So you think
into
that they
the community.
okay? Well, since you bringing this up, then just tell me what you think. Why you're giving that opinion of a safe house? Do you think that's where they are, or you just throwing that out there?
No, I really think they're in a safe house.
Okay, but well, tell me why.
When you're dealing with a criminal system and they're trying to get away with things, you have to understand that
Mm-hmm.
they'll go to any lengths to get rid of people.
Okay.
So if you're going to tell somebody some pertinent information about your children going missing, and you're being in,
Okay.
we don't know if they're being interrogated, but they're
Mm-hmm.
they're not in the public eye, so we don't know what's
Okay.
going on. So
Okay.
I was thinking, well, maybe they have pertinent information to where the children who took the children, maybe gang affiliated, maybe owing money, maybe I'm just thinking like prostitution. There's a lot of stuff that could be going on
Okay.
that is not that's legal. And
Mm-hmm.
so, people, officers will, the FBI and the CIA will put you in a safe house to keep you
Mm-hmm.
safe until like the court date or until
Mm-hmm.
there's when there's arrests made. They're not going to tell us where
Mm-hmm.
these people are at. They're just going to let the world just make assumptions.
Okay. So what are you trying to say? You
So
don't
that
think
was
the
what I
parents
was
are involved
thinking.
in the disappearance of their children? Is that what you want with this?
No, what I'm saying is, whomever, we don't see Miss Dean, we don't see her either. So my thing is she in a safe house as well? Do we don't know where she's at? She hasn't spoken out. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
we don't know. These people could be in safe houses for their life, because they're having to tell they have them, and we were told we're going to be killed. My mom, my dad, everybody's going to be killed because we let this information out, because
Mm-hmm.
it's bigger than what we think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
I see.
But you got me up here in my little purple.
Well, okay.
Girl, I'm purple.
Well, so you basically just what I don't I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. That you think other people are involved. Is that basically what you're saying?
I do.
That you think other people are involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm saying when there's
All
other
right.
people involved, it is bigger. It's a bigger ring than you would expect. You understand? It's
Okay.
it's something a lot
Crystal, what do you think about
bigger
that?
that we're not seeing. Like when they did the what was it, 22
Crystal.
children
Yeah.
that
I'm letting her finish speaking.
Mm-hmm.
okay, like
Okay.
you
Okay.
remember how
I'm sorry.
long it took. Okay, remember how long it took for them to round up all the children that were sex trafficked? That was a year-long or 2-year-long investigation. We didn't hear anything
Mm-hmm.
about the children, the parents saying the children were missing or anything. We didn't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
All we heard
Mm-hmm.
was,
Mm-hmm.
"Bam, a sting was done. We have children." They never said the children's name. We don't know whose
And where was
children
this
they
at?
were.
Where did
Bakersfield,
this take place?
Bakersfield.
Okay.
It was on
Well,
their
I
news.
so many stories happen. I get. I'm sorry for getting. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So, but you do know 9 times out of 10,
Exactly,
those people
Karen.
did report their children missing.
Right. Like
Okay.
there's children that are not being reported missing, or if they are, like the ones that you see in Walmart and
Okay.
stuff, and children are missing.
Okay.
They could be
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
trafficked.
yeah. Okay.
And so
Yeah,
somebody
of
probably
course.
spoke out because they don't want this to fall back on them. And they already knew they
Hmm.
messed up by
Okay.
talking.
Okay.
Before they talked, they really should have thought about what they were going to say. Because
Okay.
for me, I'm thinking
Okay.
that when
So,
Trezell was talking in the very first interview,
hmm,
he was scared and he was cradling himself like a baby. He was scared. Jacqueline
okay.
kept looking around, if that's her name.
Okay.
She kept looking around, and I'm like, when people were walking behind and stuff, she was looking around like somebody was going like she looking for a sniper. Who knows? Who knows? But all I'm gonna say is
Okay.
these boys have been
So that's what
misplaced.
you so your opinion is you think these people so you basically saying you think T and J were scared when you watched that interview? That's what you took from that, really?
No, they liars. But they were scared that they were going to be found out. That's what I'm saying. There's a
I
way
see.
where you can
Thank
be a
you. Thank
liar,
you,
a
CA.
habitual
Thank you.
liar, be a habitual
Yes,
liar,
indeed.
and
Okay.
also be trying to make up something in your mind at the same time. Because
At the same time, yeah, of
it,
course. Of course. Of
so
course.
they're kind of like boggled about what they're going to say. They have the bio family over there that's ready to just jump on them. Didn't you see him? Come
Okay.
on now. So they were looking like, oh my God,
Yeah.
okay, the daddy there, the auntie there, and they looking like they about to get beat down. And, you know, I'm looking like, yeah, they
Okay.
lying. So yes, it was a lie.
Right, right, right.
That's what I'm talking about. They should have
I got
thought
you.
beforehand.
Okay.
Now, I also think, let me just say this, it could all be a psyops. I'm just saying.
Okay. So Sam also thinks that they were scared, but I think they also lied. Okay. Hey,
Yes.
thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much. Okay. PsyOps, explain that because somebody was trying to explain that to me about 2 weeks ago. What is a PsyOps? I don't keep up with all this internet
It
jargon
is
talk,
something
so
that
just enlighten me.
okay, okay, it's something that the government put together
That's a made up
to
situation to
distract
get
the
a reaction out of people.
exactly while they're doing something else. It's a distraction
Okay. Okay.
while
So
they're
who's the
doing
people that's
something
making it
else.
up?
Jacqueline and
I'm saying, well,
Trezell,
who are the people making it up?
Tre- oh, like for you mean the psyops? Those are those people like
Yeah, who are the
that
PsyOps
do
people is what I'm
conspiracy
saying.
theories. Yeah, conspiracy theories. People that are
Say that again. I can't hear you.
the
You're breaking up. I'm
powers that
sorry.
be. Oh, I'm sorry, like the powers that be. People that we don't
Okay.
see,
Okay.
you know? Like, for instance, Epstein.
Okay.
He's supposed to be dead, but he's still collecting money. Dead men don't collect money. You don't even die
Yeah.
with money. So obviously someone is spending the
Okay.
money and it's not a basically he bought his way out of prison and everything is still
Mm.
going like it was. They're just being bolder
Okay.
with it. I
Right.
really believe that. And they got caught up
Okay.
with it, thinking that they were going to make some money and wouldn't have to be responsible or take any type of accountability for those children.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but I'm believing that,
Okay.
boy, that these women and men did some, made some horrible decisions to make money. And the root
Okay.
to all evil is
Okay.
money. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to
Okay.
drop back down and let you
Okay.
ladies continue. But girl, I
That's
just
fine.
love
Thank you.
talking
Thank
to
you
you.
for joining us. Okay.
Okay, I'll
Thank you
be
so
in
much.
down low.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
God bless. Okay.
Hey. Just star.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
star.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think about what Crystal's concern about the car with Miss Sherry Vasquez? Do you think that's Jacqueline's mother? Since there's been a lot of hoopla about who she is and this and that? Would you like to weigh in on that?
Yes, I actually think that Miss Sherry said that she had a brother. I'm not quite sure that she said that
Mm-hmm.
somebody was deceased in her family. And I'm believing that
Okay.
that
Okay.
person is the father of her.
Mm-hmm.
And when her, because I'm just say this, Papa was a Rolling Stone.
The father of
We
whom?
don't know
The
where
father
he
of
made
whom?
his home.
Listen, wait, slow
Pardon
down.
me?
Hey,
Okay.
just start, slow down. The father of whom?
Okay. I said
Whose
like
father? I
Papa,
can't hear you.
like uh Jacqueline's father. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay.
I'm saying that
Yeah,
Jacqueline's
barely.
father.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, darling. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline's father. I'm just saying if he's related to Miss Sherry and she didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that her brother had a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I have uncles who have
A
children
child.
that we just found out about, and we in our
Okay.
50s from another whole nother family.
Okay.
So then it would
Okay.
come underneath her tree if that was her ex-husband or deceased husband, and they would show other
Mm-hmm.
children that he had, not necessarily by that
Mm-hmm.
woman, but that woman would be
Mm-hmm.
connected because that was his
Mm-hmm.
last known living relative, would be his wife. Because husband and wife, you have more
Mm-hmm.
authority on making decisions at a hospital. But that's on a whole different accord because I
Okay.
don't know
Okay.
about that. But I'm just saying it could have been one of her brothers that she didn't know about. It also could have been a sister that she didn't know that gave a child up for
Okay.
adoption. So these are questions, that she might not
Okay.
even know and be like, well, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Family keep
Okay.
things when they say, I hear it a lot too. What goes on in the house stays in the house. So when you
Okay.
keeping everything in the
Okay.
house, you're not communicating with other family members. So you guys are not putting together who knows who is who. Next thing you know, so there's a lot of people involved. So that's
Okay.
you know,
I
I
see
think
who's
it's
in
a
the
lot
chat. I don't
bigger.
need y'all to tell me who's in the chat. I can read.
Okay.
I'm not here to have a argument about who's who. This is a mod's question. This is a mod's question.
Yeah.
And I've already heard her content on somebody else's channel. For those of you who think I don't watch YouTube, I watch YouTube when I want to watch YouTube. I listen in
Mhm.
when I want to listen in. I don't have to verify when I watch YT with commenters. And I'm not here to bicker with anybody about who they are. This was just a question that the mod had that was on her mind. And I'm not about to have no shenanigans up here of somebody saying this, this, and this. If you all have already heard the person deny they're not the person, why am I going to bring them up here? For what? For what reason?
Right.
I don't work like that.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Crystal's question. She's going to say the same thing she said on somebody else's channel. So what would be the point of having her come up? It wouldn't make no sense.
Okay, I'm gonna drop back down. Thank you, Miss Angie.
Okay, baby. Thank you.
Thank
Okay, honey.
you.
You have a safe week,
Uh,
okay?
all right.
You're
Thank you.
welcome,
You
baby.
too, and
Bye
God
bye.
bless.
Okay.
Okay.
Crystal,
Yep, I'm here.
are you reading the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Did you want to talk to her? Because I'm not really with
No, because
bringing
I
that
know
on because
that's
I've already
going.
heard the commentary. I don't need a repeat. Say
Um,
what?
I don't care. She can get on there. She can get on there all that she wants, but well, she lied. First of all, I mean, she lied. She lied. So
Damn,
now
what
she's
is the
saying
hell? Run somebody out there.
she said that
Mm.
John Vasquez is her what?
Well, I'm not here to argue with about whom is whom. This was just an open question, as I stated. I'm not going to repeat it again. This is a mod's question. The mod
Yeah,
had something on her mind, and I'm letting my mod on my channel give her opinion about something that was on her mind. So
Yeah, and
that's
it
what
was
the
and it was all boils down to this car that was at the Aspen House in Cal City and also at Casa Loma Apartments. That's
mhm,
not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that
mhm,
Sherry Lynn Vasquez, or we can call her Sherry Lynn Vasquez with the I,
mhm,
or
mhm.
Sherry L. Flores, or Sherry L. Flores
Ooh,
with the
Lord.
Y.
Are you digging up? Are you pulling up verified names, ma'am?
Yes, it's
Okay.
just, and it's just, um, it's just very odd to me. That's all.
Okay. That's fine.
I just don't see how that car can be in both places, but not know the West family, Jacqueline, whoever, and then be
Right.
at Casaloma Park and
Right.
not know anybody over
I
there
see
as
what you're saying.
well.
Well, see, that's been the issue with the whole storyline is when all the names started popping up to all these addresses. They could be coincidental. That's the whole point of the storyline is that each spectrum, every time a
Mhm.
person's name gets dropped pertaining to this story, the hole gets deeper and deeper, whether we know what is the truth or not. Like I said, everything's up for interpretation. Everything's up to your own perception. You're entitled to your perception of whatever. But it's still weird, like you said, that the more names that keeps coming up pertaining to the missing children, the biological, the adoptive parents, this and that, it just seems like it's just some type of just a hole. It's like a black hole
Mhm.
that it's like space. It's just thrown out there and you can't grasp it because you're reaching over here, you're reaching over there. It's something over here, it's something over there. And then at some point, it's just so black you don't even know what you're looking at anymore.
Mhm.
And that's
Right.
what this story, that's what this case reminds me of. Just a deep black hole. Because you keep getting all these names of people and things, and nothing is panning out to be anything. And as I stated, I don't know who is whom, and I've never claimed to know who's whom. As I
Right.
stated, I let you have your bring this up because you were curious. This had been on your mind about this lady and this car business, and it was mentioned on No Thanks channel uh recently. And I don't too much just sit and ponder a lot on certain things because I feel like sometimes when you can't get an answer to something, sometimes it's best you just put it on the back burner and you know what I'm saying, and you just focus on something else because in the end, the children are the most
See,
important aspect of the case because they are the case. What's the problem?
nothing. It's just she's just verifying everything I just said. I just called her out with all her
Well, I don't want.
images.
I'm not. That's the reason why I said I'm not. This isn't a verification situation. I don't need her to come up here to verify anything. I don't want that. I've already heard that already. That's why I said this is not what this is about. This is not what this is about. This is
Yeah.
this is this is my mod's question. I don't need anyone to verify anything to me about a birth certificate, a ID card. I'm not with any of that. I don't do that. I don't need to do that on my channel because I'm not interested in any of that. I just agree that it was interesting that all
Right.
this led to these woman at this address. And yes, as Unknown Thanks has said, a person could have the same name. Of course, we know a lot of people have the same names. I
Mhm.
don't doubt that at all. A lot of people have the same names, even the most odd first names. Somebody has that same name and last name.
Mhm.
But you wanted to address this. I'm allowing you to address this. You are my mod. This is my channel, and I'm allowing you to address this. But what I'm not going to do is have no back and forth on no panel about something that was already repeated on another channel and also filmed with some other people. I don't work like that.
Mhm.
I'm not going to gain anything. Now, maybe the other people, that would be entertainment for them, but it's not entertainment for me.
Right. Yeah. And the only thing that I'm saying is for people that are saying they're confused and what does this have to matter and this and that, whatever. To me, it matters a lot because if I see a car at a crime scene, okay, in California City, and then I see that same car
Yes.
at the
Okay.
Casa Loma Apartments, is that not odd? And
Yes.
then
It is odd.
the person of the car is going to say they don't own the car, but the neighbor
Yes.
said that that person does own the car.
Yes.
So it's just odd. Why would you lie? It's something not right. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
And I get that.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's weird. There's something not right about that. It doesn't add up to me at all. Just don't get it. Queen, are you there? Does anybody else find that odd? Does anybody else find that odd that the same car was at Casaloma Apartments was also seen at the house in California City? That's odd to me. I know Bakersfield is small and so is Cal City, but that's quite odd to me that that car was at the Aspen House and also Casa Loma Apartments, period. It's odd, very suspicious to me. It just does not add up. And I don't know why it's been on my mind, but it has been on my mind for these boys, to finding these boys. And I'm trying to dissect everything that has been said this whole 4 months. So it's just very odd to me. And I'm not gonna. Queen isn't on here, so I mean, this isn't my channel, but I'm not about. I will not. I won't disrespect her channel at all. I would address you, Sherry, but I'm not gonna do it on the Queen's channel. I won't do that. I will not disrespect her like that. So I'll leave it at that. There's a lot that's not being said about you, Sherry, that uh, I won't even get into it. But it's odd. My theory on this case, well, the Deans and the West family are not stable. Neither one of them. I'm not saying everybody in their families are not stable, but the majority of them are not. I feel that Trezell, he has an anger issue and he killed the kids. That's my theory. I don't think that they've been sex trafficked and or everything else that's going on. I think that these kids they're past. They're buried somewhere. And I don't see anybody disrespecting me. I really don't care, actually, what they say about me. Okay, so Jacqueline mom lives there. Huh. How do you know that? How do you know that, Miss Sherry? You said you didn't know anybody over there, but now you know her. This is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do it on. I won't do it on Queen's chat because it's just you have too many red flags for me, girlfriend. Too many red flags, and it's just odd that your car is over there at Casaloma Apartments and also over there in Cal City. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not. I'm not gonna argue or whatever. I'm not gonna argue or anything like that on the Queen's channel. I won't do that. Not no. Melissa, I don't know where the Queen went. Dropped off. Maybe bad connection. So since nobody can get on the chat line, I don't know. I guess we wait for the Queen. I mean, I could read the chat, I guess. Since Real Deal, since you asked me what's my theory, what's your theory? How about that? I'll read your comment. Honey Hush, I think because possibly it may turn into an argument. I really don't know. I mean, I'm not here to debate. I, I don't know. Queen doesn't want her up there. This is Queen's channel, so. And I feel that maybe Queen made, I don't know. She doesn't want her up here, so. Just Star, yeah. Possibly people are involved. I don't know that more to me seems. Mm, I mean, it's possible. Anything is possible, but I honestly believe that Trezell killed those kids and they are buried. And there's a lot of places in Bakersfield to bury bodies that I know they haven't checked. So I think that they're in Bakersfield. And Real Deal, yes, I do think they are dead. The Real Deal, do you think they're dead? I mean, yeah, we can hold out hope all that we want, but realistically, I just I don't think that they're alive. They're deceased. They're buried somewhere. Mm, no truth to any sightings. I don't think there's any truth to any sightings. Mm, mm, mm. Yep, LE, I am going with my gut feeling. And whether or not Honey Hush, she says, who is Sherry supposed to be? I don't know. It could be her mom, could be her aunt, it could be her cousin. I don't know, but she knows Jacqueline. Well, she knows Jacqueline's mom also, right? Apparently, she just said it in the chat that her mom lives there. How does she know that? She just said on her other interview that she didn't know any of them. So, red flag. And Dolly, I'm not. This isn't my channel. This is Queen's channel. I don't know what happened. I mean, I couldn't bring her up here if I wanted to, but I wouldn't bring her up here on somebody else's channel. I wouldn't disrespect the Queen like that. or anybody else's channel. Yep, V, I have plenty of notes. And real deal, I don't think so because she already lied. So you're saying that she wants to speak the truth, but then she just said she. I'm not even gonna get into it. Roro is one of the boys' cousins. She is related to one of the dads on the boys' side. I can't remember which boy, which one it is, Orrin or Orson, but she's those are her little cousins. Keyshawn, I am one of the mods. I don't know where the other mod is at. I don't know where Queen is. Still waiting for her. And much respect to you as well, Sugar Mama. Mm, I don't see how my oh you haven't heard Cocky Girlfriend, Dolly Damp Man. Trust me, I'm not being cocky whatsoever. And if you take it like that, then that's how you take it. But trust me, if I were to get cocky, you would tell the difference. So, but if you can't be respectful, then I don't even know why you're on here. Quite frankly. But anyway, um, that's good, real deal. You can have an open mind about both families. That's good. Oh, hi, John Q. Yes, you're. I like your. I did watch your videos. You're live. You're awesome. Thanks for having me. Let's see. Okay, so real deal. You don't feel that Trezell is a killer. Okay, and then when you find out that he is, then I guess you'll retract your mind, right? Anyway, Sherry has been respectful on the platforms I've been in the chat, but not a great Queen's channel isn't the place unless she is good with it. Yes, exactly, Notorious Nance. This isn't my channel. I just happen to be up here because we lost connection with Queen. Um, so yeah, we're just waiting for Queen. Hopefully she comes back on. If not, I guess we'll cut the live, but whatever, we can talk if you guys want to talk. I'm not no YouTube channel person, so I don't have a channel. This is all new to me. Real deal believes that they're with the Bile family. Interesting. Hopefully they are, but yeah. So if that means real deal, so that means if they're with the Bile family, one of them should be starting kindergarten. So we should be seeing that one going to school pretty soon, or at least, um, if not going to school, would be online, correct? So we'll see how that theory goes. And I agree, Kim, they need to search that lake. Yep, Lake Isabella. I believe that. I think they did. There's like a little, they skimmed it, but they didn't really go into depth with it. Just like Lake Ming, that um, they didn't do a thorough search. Not to. I don't feel they did a thorough search. I feel that they just like scammed the just part of it. And there's always bodies found over there. And I don't know if you guys heard about the case. It's called the case 3. There's there was 2 bodies that were found over there. They were actually in that lake for quite a while, and then they finally did a complete thorough search, and then they found the bodies over there. So I don't think that they thoroughly searched that lake. And then also there's Kern River, and then there's also Hart Park, which is a huge area, and they find bodies over there as well. I feel that they haven't done a thorough search. I think that they're mainly going off of people calling in saying, "Oh, I see this or I see that." I don't know if they're going off everyone's tips. I don't know. Mm, yeah, Sherry May had Be Nice on other platforms, well, not, but like I said, this isn't my platform, so this isn't my channel. I can't bring her up. The queen doesn't want her on here, so, and she has her own reasons, and we have to respect that. No one has ever came forward to say the West were abusive to their kids. Hmm.
Hey,
Hello, we was waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I had to get off
It's
the
okay.
computer because the computer was acting up. So sorry about that.
That's
Sorry about
okay.
that. Thank you all for holding. What did I miss?
I was just answering questions in here
Okay,
while we're waiting for you.
okay. Thank you so much. I thank you all for that. Thank you, honey.
Hmm.
So, what's the gist of the story now?
Well, where's she at? Some people they were Dolly was talking about bringing Sherry on. I said no, because it's not my platform.
Well,
Um,
my thing is, I already said what I had to say about that. This isn't a debate. That's what I already said.
yeah, and we have to respect that.
She's
Period.
already spoken to several people that she's not that person. This question was my mod's question. I've already said that. I've
Hmm.
already said that. So I'm not going to have somebody come up and repeat what they've already said to somebody else. Because what's going to happen is she's going to say the same thing, and then Crystal's going to go back and say, "Well, blah blah blah." It's just going to go back and forth. I'm not entertaining that. This was Crystal's question. I let Crystal have her question. Crystal gave her opinion about the said situations because it had been on her mind, and I said I will allow her to mention it to the chat. But it's not a debate. I'm not about to debate this because the woman has already spoken and said she's not the girl's mother. So what would be the point of having her come up on another platform to repeat the same thing she's already said? It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, John Q. How you doing? Thank you so much. Well, I thank you all for holding. This is crazy. Like the real deal said, everybody wants 5 minutes. She wants 5 minutes of fame. You already got it. You've been filmed
Hmm.
3 times and you was just up on somebody else's platform. What would be the point in coming up here? It wouldn't make any difference to come up here. Just wouldn't. Be an argument. That's it. An argument. I'm not doing that. I'm not here to argue with anybody about who they are. I just think it's awfully strange. Nobody knows anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I think is strange. Nobody knows where the children are. Nobody knows who somebody's mama is. Nobody knows who they daddy is. Nobody knows anything of relevance to the story. But yet everybody want to show birth certificates, driver license, and all that. That don't mean anything. Anybody can get a fake ID. And I'm not saying to be mean. I'm just saying, what is it going to prove?
Right.
I mean, I find it strange too. You know, I find all of it strange. The case itself is strange. Nothing makes any sense pertaining to these children.
She wants to comment on the car, not her identity. Well, I already know that. There's nothing to comment about it.
Well, she can comment in the chat. Well, what is it? What does it just say?
She can't say she doesn't own it because her name is on it. So
But I
that
think
was
what
my
she's trying to
thing.
say is she's not that Sherry Vasquez. Remember, as
Okay.
Doug had said, many people can have the same name, which we already know that many people can have the same name. Like I said, I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
Not arguing any of that. We know a lot of people have the same name. There are a lot of John Jones.
Right.
There's a lot of Billy Jones. There's a lot of Billy Bobs.
Mm-hmm. But this particular Vasquez, yeah, John Vasquez also, whomever he is to this Sherry Vasquez, he passed away 2006. So,
Okay.
and she already admitted that, but we won't get into that.
She admitted what? Go on,
She
you open the door now.
she admitted that that was, I think, her father or something. I don't know. But okay, well,
Well, let me
he's
ask you
on
this.
this PT Cruiser with her. So
Okay,
how
well, let
is
me
this
ask you
not
this.
hers?
Well, let me ask you this. This John that passed away in 2006 related to a Sherry Vasquez. Does
Yeah.
this Sherry Vasquez that's in the chat have a John in her family?
Yeah, she does. She already said it.
And who is he to her?
I think she said it was her dad or something. I can't go back that
Okay.
far in the chat.
Okay, in the chat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go back. Oh, scroll up. I got you. Okay. So, two different Sherry Vasquez both have a John.
Yeah, John Paul Vasquez. They both have the same dad. Okay.
They both have the same what, baby?
They both have the same dad. Okay.
I got
They all own the same type of PT Cruiser.
PT
Oh,
Cruiser. That's a popular
yep.
car in Cali, huh?
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. So much for the low rider. I'm telling
I guess the
damn.
VIN number is the same too.
I
Yep.
can't. Don't start.
Well, I'm just saying.
Gee whiz. Ooh, wait. Ooh, Satan, you and your friends.
Ugh.
Damn. I look. That's why I let you have that, cause that was your. I got your back, but I admit, I just don't think a lot of people. I mean, I just think when the people reached out to whomever to say they thought, hey, I recognize that car, which is normal for a person to do if they thought they recognized something, and then they bring forth the person to or say, hey, that's their address, then the people follow suit. You know, that's where it led. Casa Loma. I just think it's this that apartment complex in general. Just always got something's always led to that place. It's a
Mm-hmm.
name, numerous names and names and names. It's odd to me. You
Very,
got
very.
Aspen Avenue, Casa Loma, uh, what's that other place? Tehachapi and that
Rosemont.
Rosemont. All these
Yeah.
people living on the same street, all that. We really want to just get jiggy with it. Come on now. The
Yeah.
owner of the Aspen house lived in Rosemont, just like the Jesse guy lived. How many feet was it? Several hundred feet.
Yeah.
Lived with his parents, and then they end up living across the street from each other in a whole nother city, Cal City. And you gonna tell me you don't find that damn strange?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now. Look at these.
Very, very odd.
Yeah, it's odd. Now one could say it's a coincidence. Could be.
Hmm.
Could be. It's just certain things you just. I mean, and somebody I know would say some things just don't need no explanation. I'm just saying. Just very odd.
Mm-hmm.
Peculiar is probably the appropriate word to use. Probably the appropriate word. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just just I don't really understand anything going on with this case to tell you the truth. So what you think about what ooh this damn possum. Don't ask. Do not ask what I'm doing. Cause it ain't good. Oh Lord Jesus, the dirty South. As long as he don't get up and box, we good to go. Okay, so what do you think about what your star had to say about the safe house and all that? Did you even weigh in on that?
I don't think that there's so much in a safe house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that. Because if that's the case,
Okay.
then they would have took them into the safe house. Me personally, I think that they would have did it the first week. Why now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't guess she's saying now. I guess she's saying in general, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't think that.
Since we haven't seen them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Coming or going.
Right.
They've been a very elusive couple. I don't know. It's very strange. All of this is, oh, Lordy. You say peculiar. That's putting it mild.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Getting my stuff together. Okay. Well, what y'all saying in the chat? Mr. Honey Hush. Did she leave? Yeah, Crystal got it. That's her job. Is to moderate. It is her job.
I think she left on her own.
Well, what the old lady said, I didn't send for you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't send for her. But I already said this wasn't a debate. This was just your uh something that had been on your mind. I'm not about to let
Yeah.
nobody get up, I'm not about to let nobody get up here and go toe to toe on something they've already said. It just to me that doesn't it's not gonna solve anything. So long as the person's gonna repeat the same thing they've already said, what would be the point? If
Right.
you all want to hear, if you all would like to hear what this lady had to say pertaining to being Jacqueline's mother, you can tune in to the other social media sites where she was filmed talking and on other social media platforms. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, back to the plantation. Golly, I can't. I mean, I get couldn't get back on. It's weird. It's very strange.
Mm-hmm. We waited for it.
I know. I thank you. I saw the numbers. I thought, man, this is crazy. Always when you want to go live, it's very odd. But then look what we're talking about. Could you really be shocked?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when you start talking about them kids, always some hocus pocus start popping off. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what's the next? Let me see who's back here. Hold on a minute. I'm sure if anybody else had hit the link. Okay. Well, I thank you all for joining me. In the beginning, I said that to you guys a few weeks ago. Is that sometimes
people will do and say things to keep you, goat you, and have you wondering who's whom, this and that. I always said in the beginning, who's to say that that ain't her mama? That could be her mother. How do we know? Because everything, these people have been elusive from day one. Nothing has came out to be the truth about these kids. What's what, who's whom, adoption, income, just all type of question marks about the whole scenario. And yet, somebody wants to pop up here tonight. For what reason? I see, I don't get that. I keep trying to tell people. Who's to say them people been sitting up there following that woman around and all in her face telling her stuff? Who's to say who she is? You don't know. I'll tell you anything. And then what I find strange, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, this is my channel, is that you will let some strangers come in for what reason? You know you didn't know them, so why would you let them come in your house? Yeah, I'm gonna say it now, since you won't find them, I'm gonna really give it to you. Why in the world would you let some strangers come in your house? Period. You didn't know them. I'm not gonna let some strangers come in my house for no reason. You knock at the door, I'm looking out the peephole, I don't know you. Anything to talk about. Now, if I decide I want to engage you through the peephole, and you say, I'm looking for Pookie, and I tell you Pookie don't stay here, then that means you got to get on. You have everything to talk about. You're not going to sit up at my house. I'm not going to open the door and talk to you about anything. That's why I was stunned with all that jump off in the wind. Who? What kind of strangers come in their house? Is California places? You know, when I talk about Mayberry, I'm talking about Bakersfield, California, with that has a lot of crime, drug trafficking, human trafficking, other scenarios, like a lot of other cities in America. Why in the world would a person let strangers in their house? Period. I don't care what they're talking about. If they say you just wanted to open the door for somebody, and they start saying, hey, I just want to know, do you know such and such? We think you're her mama, daddy, whatever. There's some kids missing. You will stop that right there. No problem. I don't know what you're talking about. You have the wrong person. Bam, shut the door. Discussion.
And
Why
she did it more than
entertain
once.
somebody why would you entertain these people 3 separate times? Is that the right number? I can stand to be corrected.
So it's supposed to be 3 videos out, but I think that they went to her house twice.
Yeah, Real Deal says, thank you, Queen. Strangers at your house. Yeah. Yeah. So,
you wouldn't even come in the first time.
Tossing in a hat and picking the one of the week, then run. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just crazy. Seemed like some kids was acting the fool when you left. Love to you all. Stay safe and bless them out. Okay, see you later, Diane. Trying to go through y'all comments. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not going to let some strangers come in my house. Because first of all, I'm not going to open the door to somebody knocking on the other side. The only time I can see somebody opening the door is if they knew somebody was coming to the door, such as someone texted you and said, I'm on my way, or called you, I'm on my way, I'm outside, I'm pulling up in the driveway, I'm coming up to the door. Then you may unlock the door because you're expecting someone. Well, if you're not expecting someone, why in the hell would you open your door to a complete stranger, plural? You don't do that. Now, I know there's places where people do open the door. Like here in the South, a lot of people still open their door without even asking who is it, or looking out the window or the peephole. But I would think people living in California wouldn't just open their door. That's just, my opinion.
I agree, though. I totally agree. I don't even let the mailman come in. I mean, how am I gonna let a stranger come in? And the mailman delivered every day.
Yeah, so that's why I had the problem. That's where I had a problem with this lady, is that first out the gate, people you should have never opened the door, and you should have said what you had to say through the door. When they asked anything, whatever came out their mouth first time, you should have just said, I'm sorry, you have the wrong person, and walked off. And they would have moved on. What other option would they have had? You entertain them. And then all this other stuff that comes along with some harassment, BS that I don't know much about. Because like I told you, I don't indulge in all that kind of stuff. But my thing was you rode the ride with these people, then you flipped them and then said they were harassing you. So lady game. I'm just saying. Because that seems strange to me. That somebody would entertain it more than once and then turn and say, well, oh, they're stalking me.
Yeah,
but you're entertaining. Yeah. But how can somebody stalk you and you're entertaining? Because what help can you be giving to people if you're telling them I'm not who you think I am? So that's my take on that. Okay, Chris says F. Okay, watch your mouth, Chris. They came with cameras. How could she not let them in? How else you going to make a statement later? Yeah, because the first time was what, hidden or something? I thought that was hidden. The camera was hidden. But still, nonetheless, whatever you said the first time and you let those people in and you let it be known you're not that person. There should have never been a part 2. That's my point. There should have never been a part 2. And if you feel like you've been stalked by these people, round 2 would have been the appropriate time to call law enforcement to say, hey, I got these people banging on my door, or they got access to my phone, or they're outside near my vehicle. However it could have gone or went, because I don't know because I didn't keep up with it. But what I'm saying is round 2 would have been the appropriate time to call law enforcement to say, I'm being stalked by this group of people. You've talked to them more than, at least 3 times? So it can't be stalking if I've talked to you 3 times. That's just how I feel about that. So I agree with you. It's something strange. And I've been said that weeks ago. Who's to say this chick ain't running game? Because you've talked to these people too many times to cry wolf and act like somebody's bothering you. I mean, okay. That's okay, Chris. Right. Dama doesn't say it. She should have shut it down from the beginning. Yes.
As soon as you knock on my door.
Thank you. Jastar says full of lies, blowing in the wind. She stay on YouTube. She knew why they were there. She's just trying to keep them on her away from the West. Christy Cat, she's just trying to keep them on her away from the West. Well, Christy Cat, what are you trying to say? That you think she knows the West family? What are you saying?
Or that she's trying to play decoy or something to get the more is she saying that she's like a decoy?
Advocate. If you were involved, why would you let them in? Well, I don't know, Notorious. People do all kind of weird stuff today. People be involved in crimes and they will entertain. Haven't you ever heard that saying in law enforcement that the killer likes to be near the scene of the crime? They go back to the scene of the crime. So people who've been involved in crime or have knowledge of a crime, they immerse themselves in the case. They're hanging around, that hanger-oner type person. Who's to say we don't know this lady? It's like we don't know anything. And I'm not trying to be mean about her, but I was suspect when all that stuff jumped off with alleged harassment issue that came up. And like I said, I didn't dwell on that. I didn't go into that. I didn't watch the content pertaining to that because I don't get into that type of stuff. But I found it strange that I've entertained you and now I'm getting ready to go say that you're bothering me. Well, if I knew I didn't have any information for you, I don't have no reason to keep talking to you. Okay, Cynthia says she is full of BS. She told them they were welcome to come back anytime. Okay, see, that's why I said I don't watch the content to know what's been said and not said. Thank you, Notorious. Okay, I put money on it. She know them. Wait a minute. I put money on it. She know them. With me being law enforcement, she knows too much and changed her story. Say what, Andrew? I don't understand what you're saying. I put money on it. She knows.
So he's saying, I put money on it. She knows them West people. He's more or less, he's saying that with him being in law enforcement, she knows too much and changed her story.
Okay,
well, she did.
Okay. I was trying to understand. See, that's why I said I didn't follow all of any of those other people's. So that's why I never spoke on, the things that went on.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Yes,
Right.
suspects have a tendency to want to stay close to the crimes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes. It seemed to me like she was proving too hard to show that she wasn't who she said she is. Here, I'll show you my license. I'll show you my birth certificate. What else you want to show? Right. You would think if she was really related, she wouldn't be going in all these live streams in reference to the boys. Seemed like it's possible she could be imposter with some sixth sense of wanting attention. Tracy, and that's my point. Could be that too. It could be that as well. It could be that too. Not sure why I was blocked. Crazy, I don't even engage in this channel much. Well, I don't know anything. Why even say anything then?
So I tell you.
You must have been engaging if you got blocked.
Exactly. I probably said something
Do they all
stupid.
play bingo together? I don't know, Chris. Hell, do they play bingo in California? Because it looked like they play other type of reindeer games. Bingo is not the choice of game that I would find in Bakersfield or Cal City. They play a mean game of checkers.
Yeah.
Look, out there in that desert. Look, they done took Connect Four to a whole new level. Shut your mouth. Golly. Don't get me started. Look, don't get me started about that. Them two little places. That desert is hell. I swear, there's a place out there in that desert. If you was to walk so far out there, your ass would just drop off.
Yep.
They'd never see you again.
Yeah.
You put a whole new spin on Area 54. I ain't lying. Golly. Man, she's still doing interviews with other YouTubers and news. Girl, get ghost. Okay, I got you. Why not say something? I'm wondering why I was. That's all. I don't know what you're talking about. See you coming in doing y'all love attention. Maybe she was trying to announce tamales, champorado menu duo. What, sugar mama? No, they probably go out with Wanda and catch lizards to eat. Oh, 7-Eleven.
Desert rats.
Ooh, Lord, y'all showing out.
Oh.
What in the world? I don't even know. 7-Eleven, you're crazy. Hey, Jay, how you doing, baby? Well, that was the subject of my video tonight. Was just basically where are they? Where is the infamous Jacqueline and Trezell West? Where are they hanging? What have they been doing? Do they work? Do they have income? Are they in the process of getting their children back? What has been said in court? If they've appeared in court, what has the judge said about their situation with the children? You know, that would be interesting to know what's been introduced into court, because remember I showed you information that these two have an attorney, and they were appearing in family law courts.
Mm-hmm.
And that birth certificate, you can get one of those by mail in a couple of days. That looks real and legit. Only costs a few dollars. I've seen it online where you can order them. Oh Lord, Christy K, you're killing me. Watch it. Bingo is in the big. It is big in the desert. Is it, Chris? I don't know. Tracy said, "Did they leave the country with what, Tracy? They could survive overseas." Girl, bye. They couldn't. This group could not survive overseas. I'll tell you that now. No. Yes, I see that 7. Very funny. You own one, as we say in the street. You own one tonight. Oh wow. Well, if I don't want to hit the link, give your commentary. I just think it's very sad. Nothing about these kids. I mean, just nothing about what they're doing. Seeing them, just nothing. The parents don't know what they're doing. It's just like one big black hole pertaining to these kids. It's just very sad to me. Very sad. Okay, Mimi, how you doing, baby? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App, or super chat me. All super chats are welcome during the live. Thank you so much for joining me. Like and share the content. Ponder on what we're talking about, because we don't really know what we're talking about right now. You don't have no idea what we're talking about because it just goes on and on. But you can tell who's on that microphone, can't you? You can tell who's on that YT searching and looking.
Right.
Just come out like a bat.
Sure did.
Just came out flying. Poof.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, I know it's 3 hours behind in California, but man, my goodness gracious. What this say? Fly like an eagle. Wow. I mean, just came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't trust anybody pertaining to this storyline. I just don't. It's just who I am. I just don't trust everybody. It's not who I am. I think the star had a good point when she said they could be in a safe house. Okay. That's a very good question. I was wanting to mention that too in the live. Crystal, what do you think about that? Where Miss Wanda West is? Jesus, golly. We go on. Where do you think Miss West is?
Probably with what's his name? Jamal.
What, in DC?
Why not?
Look, I almost said tear the club up. She done went and picked up Lil John from Atlanta. The Wanda
I
gets
don't know.
jiggy.
Ain't nobody seen none of them.
Yeah.
That's
So that's something else too. I hadn't heard anything pertaining to the house, their house, any movement at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh mercy. Okay, the Magic Dragon. Okay, y'all can stop. Just start notice how Wanda made a statement after it looked like she moved too. Yes, that's what got people talking, Sam. Wanda's probably chilling in the desert. I don't know how. I just don't understand how 2 children falls off the face of the earth and nobody knows nothing. Oh, well, somebody knows something. You can believe that. Somebody knows where those children are. And the sick part is who knows how many whom's are we speaking of pertaining to the children? That's going to be the main thing. Okay, playing bingo, cut it out. The rat's gone now. It's potassium. I got some. What? I got some. Bet I kill you for them. What? Sugar Mama, what are you saying? And look, she said Wanda West is sifting through thousands of pictures, still looking for current ones. Oh, Mimi, cut it out. You shouldn't have to sift through them. Jesus. I don't understand why these people just pick up and leave their homes. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Yes, thank you all for joining us. I appreciate that. Sure, they do, but why can't the police find the answers? Well, the police probably do know more, honey hush. It's just a matter of what they're willing to reveal to the public. Like they said, they can't tell us everything because in revealing things to us, outsiders, they're also showing their hand to those involved. So that makes sense. It's just stressful, for people who are actually concerned about the children and wanting to know something about where they are or who's responsible for getting them gone and how long they've been gone. And that's the depressing part, is we don't have any information. Law enforcement hasn't given us anything because it's still obviously an open case, because if it was closed by now, they would have, told us something as far as shutting the case or what which is so ever. Sure they do, but why can't the police? Okay, she said already. Man, I need a smoke and I don't even smoke. Kawana Sanders, cut it out. Don't take up smoking, please don't. Did they go to court for the other kids? Chris, I'm not sure. That's what we were just saying. It'd be nice to know what was said in court about the other children. Are they able to get their other 4 children back in their custody? And as we have stated, don't you find it strange those children were never placed with Wanda West and her husband and or knowledge of Jacqueline's family, parents? whomever getting the said children who've never heard anything. That's why I said these people are so elusive. It is wicked to have a case of missing children and you don't know anything about Jacqueline's mother, father, daddy, brother, cousin, nothing. Only person that's been spoke of is Miss West and her husband and the brothers. You know, a lot of people did, complain about that. They kept saying, why are you all always talking about the black people in the storyline? Why are you not focusing on the Hispanic side, Jacqueline side? And I understood that. But I said, well, if nobody's available to be seen, this is why people were on the ground were focusing on Jacqueline and on the West family, because that's all they could see. I don't know. It's just very strange. Seems like as big as this case is nationally, BPD has been awfully quiet on their side. There's been no news. No, it hasn't, John. It's just like Cal City Chief. It's the same thing. So that's why I told people, y'all go get all upset and cuss and moan about Chief Walker, this and that, his acting skills, all that didn't matter. He couldn't tell you nothing. And now the case has been turned over to Bakersfield, and he hasn't told you anything either. Living in a van in the desert is not a suitable home for the children. Lisa, what are you talking about? Well, Lisa, I don't think they have the children, so I don't think we're going to have to be concerned about the children living in the, Lord have mercy, I can't get it out. Living in a van. And I don't know if they got the van back. That was mentioned on No Thanks Live. I don't know if that's true or not. You got it, but you don't. But you got it, but you don't. But you do. Honey Hush says, "Oh, I like Chief Walker." Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, people are gonna like what they like. That's just how it is. That's why I said everybody's perception about a story is going to differ than the next person's. So maybe people should start saying, "What if?" Well, yeah, maybe. Wanda was frustrated they were getting the blame and was trying to tell. Okay. All the Bio family, Wanda's part of the family. None of those people, they're all out there crying for the boys, but none of them could get them. Why? Stay woke, people. Yes, and that is something that everyone should have focused on in the beginning. Why did Wanda West and her husband not get custody of those children? That says a lot. That's why I told you all, you don't know what they saw when they went to the house when the children were reported missing. You have to think about things like that. And those are the things that nobody ever thought about. You just concerned about footprints and wood and whose head bobbing up and down on a video camera, all that old type of stuff. But you don't think of the obvious things. Always think of the obvious things in the beginning of a case. What did law enforcement see at that house when they went to inquire about the missing children? Was there furniture in the house? Was there food in the house? Was there drug paraphernalia laying around? Was there things thrown about? Was things in disarray? Was things broke? Were there beds for the children? Adequate clothing, soap, shampoo? Those are things you all don't even think about. I tell you, stay woke. That's why I say, don't you find it strange? Wanda and her husband didn't get those kids. Come on now, do the math. Stay woke. Going back even farther, why didn't any Bio family get the boys? Yes, same thing. Yes, that's true. So that's why I said people want to get mad about people talking about the Bio family, but you have to weigh what's common sense. Nobody wants, a lot of people don't want to talk about that issue. Oh, that's before the children, blah, blah, blah. That's the past. It's not the past, because it's the past is what got the children with the West in the first place. So how could it be the past? The children had a proper upbringing. They would have never made it over to the West family in the first place. So why did those relatives not get the said kids when the Bio mother lost custody of her children? Then you fast forward to the West family. The children disappear on their watch. You got all these different speculations of who got them, where they went, and yet the children aren't even put in custody with his own mother or Jacqueline's mother that we know of. Come on now. I would have let a child in that backyard, the state of it before they cleaned it up. Oh, you're talking about the grandparents. Well, nonetheless, the state is not going to be worried about that. They just want to make sure the children got running water, beds to sleep in, a bathtub, a place to use the restroom, food in the refrigerator. Those are things they're concerned with. And to make sure that the family, don't have any, violent offenses on their criminal background. We as Americans pay for everything. If any of the relatives have any type of arrest or former CPS cases, they will not give them custody of the kids. Only 3-4 years passed, just saying, okay. But at least Chief Walker gave interviews every so often. Yes, he did. I'm not saying the police don't know more than the public. I'm sure they do. I don't understand actually why an arrest hasn't been made. Well, honey hush, that's the $1 million question. That is the $1 million question. Why haven't there been any arrests? That probably should be the topic of the next video because I don't know. I haven't the foggiest idea. Honey. Tell you the truth.
It's like, to me, like they're waiting for something. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
they're
just
waiting.
popped up. Where you been? Where you been?
I was sitting here listening.
Oh, okay. Okay. Chris talking about witness protection. What if? Child, y'all killing me with that. Go ahead. You go talk. I got to step away for just a second. But
I
I'm
know.
here.
I think that that's a good question. Yeah. Why isn't there an arrest? I think that the BPD, FBI, all the authorities, that it's something they're waiting for something. What they're waiting for, I don't know. They're waiting for something. No arrest because it's bigger than just the West. I mean, no arrest because it's bigger than just the West. Possible. Mm. And then Chris, you say witness protection. What if? But why wouldn't they put him into witness protection in the beginning? Like, why now? Because it's been what, 4 months? So they waited 3 months to put him in witness protection. I don't know about that. I feel like they are waiting to make an arrest that involves the kids and something. Yeah, it's something. I think the police are waiting for something. I don't know what. And possibly not enough to make a solid case. It's possible too.
Still here.
Okay. Yeah. Christy, I've often wondered why didn't Roro get them? It's a good question.
What was the question?
One person said, I've often wondered why didn't Roro get them?
Well, ask yourself, has she ever seen the children? Why don't you ask that first?
And Roro she's not related to, but how is it? She's related to one of the boys. She's one of the dad's cousins.
Yeah, first
Some type of way, yeah. So I don't know, maybe that was, maybe she didn't have the income or something, maybe. Yeah, or did she even try to fight for them?
Yeah. Okay, I'm asking again. Did she ever know them? They won't.
Yeah, I don't think that she did.
You don't know that. You don't know anything. Nothing's been ever verified.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, mercy.
Did Ro ever meet her nephew?
I'm cold. Ooh. This Tennessee weather is treacherous. Cold and 80 degrees tomorrow.
Law enforcement is waiting for CPS in the West case to be brought to family court to obtain more information from them. What do you think about John Q's thoughts?
Let me see. I just got back. Wait a minute.
Oh,
I was in the
he
kitchen. Hold on.
says, I'm thinking that law enforcement is waiting for CPS and the West case to be brought to family court to obtain more information from them.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I said I wonder what was said in court
Mm-hmm. Oh,
when they
yeah,
went to court, because I'm sure by now they've had a hearing about the children.
Mm-hmm. Roro said the adoption happened fast. 2 years to me is not fast.
No, that's not fast. That's 2 years of somebody
2
not
years is,
complying. Sounds like to me.
yeah.
I think that's kind of obvious. But like I said,
Yeah.
everyone's entitled to their interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've already that lady that works for Kern County Department of Human Services already said that in an interview to the news. It's no more than 6 months should be a finale
Exactly.
pertaining to anyone going to involved with CPS when their
Yeah.
children are taken away from them. So who better to know than the person who's the director of the Department of Human Services to tell you
Yeah.
how long it should take with your corporate proceedings if you're following everything you're supposed to. She made it clear we don't want your kids.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We do not want your children. We want you to be able to keep your children if you can and you have found fit to keep them.
Right. Yep.
It seems adoption. How can you say the adoption was quick? How's 2 years quick? Hey, do you know how long 2 years is?
Yeah, and 2 years is actually they gave her a chance. They for it to
You
be
see,
2
real
years.
deal. You see, a real deal said, "Why don't Roro speak to Ryan Dean to speak up for the kids? Why should she have to? Why should she? She
Mm-hmm.
the bio mother came forward in the beginning anyway, before we even knew who Roro was.
Mm-hmm.
So why should an outsider have to come tell you to consistently speak up about your children when you're the one who ran to the news that you were the bio mother or
Right.
you are the bio mother?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to when we first heard about the case. As we were learning where they lived and what is about the real estate person helping them. Well, once again, like I said, honey hush, black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a black hole. Sam, what you sorry about?
Leads to me to believe they were not as close family or very
They weren't.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's obvious. Why isn't the bio dad out there looking for the boys? What is going on with these people? Maybe she meant to her finding out. Right, they have to go through status hearings. CPS try to reunify up to like a year before terminating parental rights. Yes, I mean, all of the suspects run out of breath to let the world know these are your children. But see, that's the thing about the bio mother. She never went in depth to explain the scenario of how her children got gone. She never gave a timeline. Same old BS like with April Thomas down there in Birmingham, Alabama. Just talked in riddles. And a lot of you fell for it. You just listened and sucked up that information, but you didn't never ask pertinent questions like, well, why were your children taken? Why a year apart? What did you do? How long did you comply? You didn't ask pertinent questions, and she wasn't gonna volunteer it either.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't. I'm gonna volunteer that. But if she didn't know, then why would she be fighting so hard to find them now? Wait a minute. Bio mom didn't want her kids back, or else she would do what she had to do to get them back. Originally, yes. Maybe quick wasn't the right word. Hushed up is more like it. Well, maybe you don't know that. You don't know what happened with the case. You can't say what happened with this case as far as the bio mother and the children. I think it's obvious she didn't do what she needed to do. Because you got to remember the children were with the West a while before they were even adopted. So during that time frame, I can only assume that the bio mother had a chance to get her children back. The West didn't just adopt those two kids after 2 months of them being in foster care. And they told that. Those kids were with them a while before they were even adopted.
Mm-hmm.
But the parents did not want to deal with it and relinquish their rights at any time. Boys were collateral for something adults involved in that didn't go over well. Such as what, Notorious? Explain what you mean. Yes, 7. I agree. She had time to get her children back. I'm sure that BPD and the FBI requested an audit for the West CPS case file as well. The answers are coming. I hope so, John.
I think so. I think so. Mm-hmm.
But we're 4 months in. This is wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite long.
What did John tell us when he thought the children were alive or not?
What's that?
I'm trying to remember what did John tell us about if he thought the children were alive or not.
I can't remember what he said. I can't remember what he said.
Sam, they was in their care for about a year or so, weren't they? A year or two?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we said. It wasn't a quick process to take away her rights. You all keep forgetting. She had 2 children 2 separate times. One was in their care still, the first one, when she got knocked up with her second one. And then that one was taken a year later. And yet, children had not been adopted. The first one hadn't been adopted. When she had the second child, the last child. The children aren't even the same age, but they were adopted at the same time. Stay woke. I still think that whether it was an accident or something else, this was premeditated and arranged to look like it happened in California City. Okay. Yes, she had visitation for the first year with the West. That's what I'm saying. There's been so many rumors out there, it's hard to separate the facts now. Okay. Let me just say, and why did they go get the other baby? Why didn't they take her older children before they went with their dads? Well, my understanding is that she didn't keep her children. So the older children were staying with the fathers on and off anyway.
She has a total of 4 kids by 4 different fathers and has
I
no.
believe that either buyer or AP family pitched the wrong person and the boys were taken because of it. Okay, Notorious. So Notorious, you think an outside person got mad at these people for some reason and took the children? Yes, that's it. 4 different fathers, yes, and none of them, yes. This is true. And none of the immediate family took the children in or was given the children. However it went, the point is it stands on its own. None of the bio family has the children, took the children in, or got the children placed with them. You don't find that peculiar? It's a travesty to these children. It's sad to me. Look at their pictures out this. I feel sorry for them. Because they didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to come to this. This is mess. This is mayhem. You know, my thing is, think about this. They're 3 and 4. Let's say they are alive. Imagine if they could look through the looking glass and hear what we are saying about them, their entire dynamics of them coming out a woman's womb into the world, taking out the mother's care, place for strangers, if they could just listen and be like, damn, they're talking about us. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about our life. It would be a terrible thing to hear about your own self.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. It's just sickening. Sugar Mama, what are you talking about? Lord have mercy. Or visiting Chris Watts for advice, understand a different business card and makeovers. Mrs. Doubtfire. Golly, I'm dead. Yes, thank you all for joining me tonight. I don't know what Sugar Mama is. Please explain what you mean by that. I'm lost. Sugar Mama, I believe you need to go to bed. Well, that's what I'm saying. If the children could be a fly on the wall and they could hear all the things that's been said about their lives, their family members, their adoptive parents, their adoptive grandparents, all of that, they'd be sick to their stomachs. Like, these people have been talking about us and assuming this and weighing this in and throwing out this rumors, gossip, however you want to word it. It would be terrible to be a child and hear somebody talking about your life like this. It'd be sad if they are alive and they become adults and they could hear it played back. Like, wow, this is what was going on in our lives. All this was going on while these people were looking for us. I mean, just sit here and think about that. I think that's why we don't see or hear from them also. I think that's why T and J were watching all the cars any much of why this case looks like it does. Okay. Bio mom correct. So what you saying, Chris? Missing 2 kids, T and J other 4 kids. I noticed the physics are not talking to their spirit anymore of the psychics. Girl, just stop, please stop. The boys are innocent. They had no control on the doings of their parents. Well, we know that, real deal. We're just saying in general, if the children could hear the things, it would be sad for them to know all this was going on about them. If they could hear it, it would be disturbing to them, even as children. Dean had 2 previous cases before the boys. The other kids could be witness to a crime. No family members will get them until this case is resolved. I wonder if Pearls was fired or she quit from Channel 7 and VF. Why you say that, Sugar Mama? If she was fired, why you say that? Why don't you hit the link? I wonder why CPS hasn't come forth to defend themselves since they were accused of some harsh allegations. CPS isn't going to speak about nothing. Or excuse me, proper English, anything. The state rarely speaks up about anything they've done. First, if they're in the wrong, they're not gonna speak up on nothing. Crystal.
I am here.
You see that comment from Sugar Mama about Pearls being fired?
Or she quit.
Why you say that? I haven't been seeing it on the news.
Nope.
Oh, you answer it.
Oh.
you never said anything. You haven't seen Pearl.
But she might be on vacation. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never said nothing.
She done got caught up in that sand swirl out there in that desert.
Mm-hmm.
All that hay running around, she got swept up.
Or that car that was put on fire. I don't know.
Start. What? Think she got scared?
She done ran away.
Think she got scared?
Yep. As she should be.
No, CPS don't have anything to do with this situation at all. We know that there are gang ties, correct? Now that's a double negative, is it not? We know that there are gang ties, correct? Notorious is either one or the other, can't be both. I don't know if they're gang ties. That's somebody else's assumption. I've never said that they're gang ties to the children being missing. That's just something I don't put my stamp on. What do you think about that, Crystal?
Gang ties. Uh, well, I mean,
This ain't nothing but a low grade soap opera. You hear me?
it really is.
Damn.
Oh, they do have gang ties, but it ain't like
I almost said something, but I don't want y'all to get the cussing and fussing because I'm gonna slip something off my tongue. The title is soap opera, but keep it to myself. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Yes, the Bio family has gang ties, I guess. Rumors have it that she quit. Some say the station fired her. Air Force, where'd you hear that? When'd you hear that? Notorious, you don't have to apologize. I'm just saying I don't know of gang ties as far as taking the children. Now, this could be a two-sided question. Are you saying that they have relatives that are gang affiliated? Oh, I'm sure they probably do.
yeah.
Are you asking that, or are you asking, is this a gang related issue of the children going missing? That's why I say you have to be very clear when you say stuff, because people can misunderstand what you're saying. I'm sure the children do have some gang bangers in their family. Let's just say that. But is
Yeah.
that the reason that they're gone? I don't know. Tales from the hood, times 12. Could Pearl have been threatened? I don't know. Pearl's on another channel and says she left her own accord, but she is off the West case for sure. Okay, Mimi, thanks. Wow. So Pearl is out the hood. Shut your mouth. Because y'all know they was gossiping about Pearl, were they not? Y'all said she had a daycare. So what y'all trying to say? She in with the West? I'm dead. Y'all something else out there on that West Coast. I ain't lying. The title of the soap opera is As the Stomach Turns, Laugh Out Loud. Damn. That's deep. Yes, that's what I was asking, if they have family involved in their families. Well, Notorious, like I said, it's rumored that there are gangbangers in the family. Baby daddies could be affiliated, but I don't know them folks. Yeah. Notorious, that's okay. But I'm just saying, sometimes the question can be, double-sided to where people don't understand what you're saying. Because I think one person was trying to allude to the fact that this could be a gang issue. I don't know. That's why I said I don't claim stuff like that, because I don't know. I don't know nothing about them folks. What I see, I don't care for. I'll put it like that. But who's all involved in the disappearance of the children? I have no idea. Who took the children? I have no idea. Lord, this is far from West Side Story. Damn. Did you hear that, Krista?
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers, Young and the Negress. That's what I said. This is the Young and the Restless Negress. Sorry, I said it. Y'all make black folks look so terrible. I'm gonna say it now, because I don't care. Y'all make black folks look so terrible. It's disgusting and violent.
Someone said, do you know the month the boys were adopted in 2019?
April.
April, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. 2 years, 2 years this month, baby. They have rattlesnake hunts out there. Anything is possible, even games. Oh, Chris, stop. I heard that Pearl quit on her own. That's what she said anyway. They could have fired her because of all this going on. Well, why would they fire her, Christy Cat? Sam, you gone? Have a good night, baby. Yeah, why would the news station fire Pearl? I can't wait to hear this. Please enlighten me. Gee, Crystal, can you think of any reason why the news station would fire Pearl?
Mm. Let's see which one I'm gonna go with.
I don't know, honey. No, we done left word Jackie and Trezell. Now it's the Perla show. I'm dead. Oh wow. Damn.
Mm.
Trezell not rap type, but Jacqueline, you better not underestimate either. Well, I don't put nothing past neither. They responsible for the children. So my thing is it's a tag team situation. I hold them both accountable. No matter what you want to believe and who you think got rid of the children, who you think harmed the children, who went along with the program, they're both culpable to me. And that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chris, she was playing bingo. Who was playing? You know what? I can't fool with y'all. It was 2 hours and 16 minutes in. I'm not gonna hold much longer, but that's the topic I had tonight, basically. Sorry I was off a little bit, the Wi-Fi, but I'm curious to where they are, what they've been doing, how they're living, how they're affording to live, you know, what's going to happen with their house. That's another thing you all haven't mentioned. What's going to happen to the house that they have? You know, you do
Mm-hmm.
have to have money to pay for water, gas, electric.
A house note.
Yes, that too. Before I can get that off my tongue. Yes, a house note. If you didn't pay for it
Mm-hmm.
in full, your taxes will be coming up in the upcoming year. You have to pay taxes on your house in full.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the money going to come from if they intend to keep that house? Have they been making? Oh, hello, ting ting ting. Have they been making mortgage payments? Hello, Clarice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just it's a whole lot to this story. Thank you, Kawana. Oh God, you got to talk about my brother. Y'all can't stay on subject for nothing. Thank you, Notorious. I appreciate it. I think if they were interrogated, Jacqueline would roll on Trezell. Well, Lisa, you should know they've been interrogated. Y'all know that. Y'all know good and well the police and FBI have talked to both adoptive parents, bios, all that, relatives. The new chief said that Bakersfield. He said, "Believe me, we have talked to anyone we think was affiliated with those children." He did make that clear in one of his interviews. Bakersfield Police Department. Isn't it funny how everyone has gotten ghosts all of a sudden? Yes, Christy Cat. Jamal might take over the house so that they will have somewhere to live. Just a thought. Air Force One, I ain't thinking about you. Wonder if it's going to go into foreclosure. That's a good question, Chris. What do you think about that, Crystal?
Yeah. And I think somebody gonna get it for a cheap price.
And I wonder who that may be. Will
Yeah.
they come from Casa Loma?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll have a car with eyelashes on. This story makes me sick. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Y'all gonna be mad as hell. Y'all go back out there that damn desert and see that damn PT Cruise sitting out there in that damn
Yep.
drive. Don't you inbox me? Don't you comment? I don't want to hear it. Big Ash, oh my God, you won't believe it. What happened, honey? Oh Lord, there's a PT Cruiser parked in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
It's got eyelashes and a tail. I'm dead. Lord have mercy. Please, somebody call the paramedics.
Yeah, I think that that house is though possibly going to
Look at Chris
foreclosure.
talking about the ice cream truck. Well, whatever it is, if it has anything to do with that group of people, oh Lord have mercy. That's all I'm gonna say. Hell, Wanda might be living in that damn house while y'all sitting up here cracking jokes.
Look what Air Force One said.
I saw a sight of Wanda driving the Oscar Mayer hot dog van. You so evil. You are evil. You know what, Air Force One? That's not nice. Yes, I agree. Both are guilty. Trezell wants to go off the grid, so that means nothing in his name. Yes. And where is she at? Why y'all sit up here cracking jokes? Y'all got all these good jokes. I tell you. Where is Mama West and Papa Phillip? Where are they? Look, any ideas?
Mm-hmm. Bakersfield ain't that big, so they can't be too far.
Do you think they're even in the state of California?
Mm-hmm. Well, if they move, I think they might be with what's the name, Jamal.
Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh, can you see Miss West in Washington D.C.? She up there cussing out Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they may be up there. I don't know. It's just
Look,
odd that nobody can see
you know
them.
they was talking about Biden's dogs. Don't let them come talk to Wanda about a damn dog. Where your dog at, Wanda? At your house? Let me stop. Oh Lord Jesus, man.
Oh my
Ooh, I can't. If both parents are just as guilty, nobody's rolling on anyone, in my opinion. Yeah, Mimi, it's been a while. You would think, yeah, by now somebody would have rolled on the other one by now. Okay, Wienermobile. Oh Lord, you all are horrible. Wacky One is probably living at the Casa Loma apartment. She probably is. Who knows where these people are? They could be with Jamal. It would make sense. Yes, John Q could be.
God.
But would they really want to go to Washington D.C. and live or stay for a while just because of this case? I thought about that. Would they really want to go that far out? Well, there are other places they could go and stay in between California and the DC area. Air Force, Air Force, why haven't you came up here and given your commentary this evening, sir? I tell you what, if we look up and it's almost fall and they don't have an update, I mean, man, you talking about some heads gonna roll. This is we would have gone from season to season. You understand what I'm saying? With
Yep.
nothing at all pertaining to these children.
It's already been 4 months.
As long as the police know where they all are, I'm good. Okay. Okay. Oh, you just want to listen, Air Force, and instigate. You ain't just listening, you instigating too. Would they be allowed to go out of state? Yes, Anonymous. They are allowed to go out of state. They are. They apparently have so many properties. She's probably house hopping. Notorious, you gotta stop. Yes, that's my girl. Crystal can hang. She know how to handle things. She knows how. I didn't even think to get on my phone. I just was trying to fool with that computer. I just, this thing acting up. I ain't got time for this nonsense. Oh my goodness, Kawana. The hell with Trezell. Do you need a sister-in-law queen?
Oh.
I got a sister-in-law. Oh my God. This is not about to become the Buck show, so please stop. Trust me, you don't want to be a sister-in-law. You might want to think about what you're saying. You ain't gonna be coming to me talking about all your damn hair fell out. Ooh, we're gonna leave it right there. Oh Jesus. It would excuse me, it would give them a good chance to tighten up their story for any upcoming news or even breaking news. What do you mean, John?
If the West went with Jamal, I think that's what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah, but they haven't been talking anyway. So what story they gonna come up with? They haven't been saying anything except for through the through that news, that pay site. Chris said, "Why think now? Then she'll need some Gaga glue glue." Oh, Air Force stop. We were just joking about that. I was joking about that with somebody the other day. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I was talking to somebody, and oh my gosh! And when I said that, they fell out laughing. I can't get over that. I cannot get over it. We're not about to start that Gaga. That I can't even say it. I can't even say it. We're not going to start that. Please, y'all stop. Please, I can't.
Oh my
For Wanda
god.
Phillips to be with Jamal in Washington. Oh, okay, John. Okay, sorry. We're not going to start that. That's a whole nother show. I hope that girl wears a wig when she gets married. Good God Almighty. She don't need to be trying to put nobody her weave or pieces in her hair. just give it a break. Well, I'm 226. I'm gonna probably stop it here, but so far there haven't been any updates pertaining to the children. Nothing from law enforcement. Nothing about the adopted parents, where they are, what they're doing, where they work, if they are getting their other children back. Nothing else even about Miss Wanda and Mr. Phillip, where they are, where they're living. It was speculated that they left their home. I don't know if they left it or visiting or sold it, what's going on with them either. But it's sad nonetheless. It's just sad. Very, very sad. Okay, do not melt that weed. What are you talking about, Notorious? There has to be a song in here somewhere. Well, what is it? Please enlighten us. I would think Ellie's keeping a good eye on. Yes, Lisa, I would think so too. I would think so too. But as I state, there haven't been any updates by law enforcement. Bakersfield Police Department haven't given us any new news pertaining to the children, any new leads, which is sad. And I just pray that eventually that we get something about these children, because we're now in month 4 and this is just atrocious, not knowing anything, hearing anything. And there's been so many, speculations and rumors and innuendos and gossip about these people, adoptive parents, bio relatives, who's whom's mother, how many different names, aliases, addresses, who's living where. It's just sad to me. And these people have been elusive, and that's, to me, sign number 1 that something's not right. Yes, it's easy to judge people and not know them, judge them on their quirky, odd behavior, but I always stick to what's relevant. And when you start seeing things that don't add up month for month, we're now 4 months in, people are still elusive in their behavior, not speaking, not talking to the public, not rallying for their own damn kids. That says a lot to me. So to me, that's more than perception. You're just letting me know you don't give a damn. And that's just how I feel about it. And that's my opinion. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be eating them. I wouldn't eat nothing she cooked. Nope. I don't want none of her stinking possum soup. I don't want none of her lizard gizzards. No thank you. I'll pass. No thank you. No thank you. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 through Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for your commentary. Thank you for those who came up and joined the panel and gave their opinion. Thank you, Jastar. Thank you all. Be safe this week. I will be back with more updates to breaking stories. There's a update I did want to bring pertaining to the case out of Knoxville. I may jump back on after this because there's something I wanted to discuss pertaining to something that's happened here in Knoxville, Tennessee, about the young African-American boy that was shot at the high school at Austin East Magnet. There's some hoopla going on with the district attorney and some angry Black folks raising hell about the police officer who shot him. And I want to get you all's opinion on that said information. Thank you, Crystal and Melissa, for joining me, and thank you all for tuning in. I will probably jump back on for a quick live just to discuss what's going on and what you all think should and shouldn't happen in this case. You all have a safe week and God bless all of you. This is Everyday Shenanigans.